I'm going to show you how to make the best Albaik fried chicken. So juicy, fiery and packed with flavor. Loaded with Albaik's legendary 18 spice flavor, fried to golden perfection and served with creamy garlic sauce. Once you taste this, KFC will never be the same. Without further ado, let's get started. Chef presents. Alright, first of all, we're gonna prep the chicken. I'm using a full chicken here. You want to cut the chicken right through the middle. Make sure to use a sharp knife for this. And again, using your knife, just cut it right through the backbone. Now you're left with these two parts. What you're gonna do is, first, just using a knife, remove the whole leg from the breast. Let's do the same with this one. You got this breast and the wing pad. We're just gonna cut it right here in the middle. Make sure to get rid of any excess skin and the fat. Now you can use the chicken with or without skin. It's really up to you. Now with this whole leg, if you want, you can keep as it is. Like I said, just get rid of any excess fat. Or now again, using your knife, you want to separate the drumstick from the thigh. Can you see in the chicken there is some blood in there, so you can always wash this, It's not a problem. So you can see we got around 8 pieces of chicken here. I'm also going to use some extra wings and thighs. So I'm just giving a quick wash to the chicken just to remove any excess blood, yeah? There's no need to add any salt or vinegar because we will be doing a marinade for this. Now for the Albaik chicken, these are the spices that we're going to use. Now Albaik uses their secret 18 spices. Most of them are just these. Have got cumin, coriander, white pepper, black pepper, lemon powder, MSG, mustard and ginger powder, garlic and onion powder, paprika, cayenne and red chili. Some of this chicken seasoning, a good touch of this celery salt. Here I've got normal salt, and finally for the herbs I'm using here a mix of oregano, thyme and rosemary. Or let's give this a really good mix. Once you mix this, have a little taste. And now grab yourself a bowl, and now we're gonna make our marinade for the Albaik chicken. Or first we're going with our hot sauce. Now when it comes to hot sauce, try to use something that you really like. You can use any Louisiana style hot sauce. And now I'm going with some of the sriracha chili sauce, again for more flavor. It was some of the lemon juice, and how can we forget some of the vinegar. Now for the spices, I've got here white pepper, black pepper, MSG, salt, some of the garlic onion powder, paprika, red chili. All go straight in. And finally a good pinch of sugar as well. And I'll give this a really good mix and dissolve everything properly. The salt, the spices, we don't want to see any clumps. Make sure this marinade is not too thick, otherwise we won't be able to inject it in the chicken. Alright, so that looks really good. Have a little bit of taste. Wow, absolutely mouth watering. Alright, so our chicken is nice and dry. Here we got our marinade, and you want to grab yourself another bowl in which we're gonna place the chicken. Now to inject the marinade, this is what I'm using, a marinade injector. It's much better than using a plastic one. It will last you longer, and it does come with different needles, so you can use it to inject in a turkey, whatever bird you have. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna just fill this up with the marinade. You want to go nice and slow and fill that up properly. I'm just making sure it's flowing nice and easily. So let's do this. Grab your bowl. Or first, let's start with our drumstick. You can see there's a bone right here in the middle, so we're gonna inject it right along that. It's best to do it on 2 sides of the drumstick, so one here and one on the back side. Yeah, you just need around a teaspoon on each spot, so be careful, don't go too crazy. All right, so I'm just gonna start placing it here. Now for this piece of chicken, which is with the wing, you can do 3 to 4 different spots. As you're adding the marinade, you will notice it will start to increase in size. And same thing with the wing. Just be careful and watch your fingers as well. Now if there's any leftover marinade, you can add some of it on the chicken. And now we're also gonna throw in our mixed spices, alright? Now carefully give this a really good mix using your hands. Just do it nice and slow so the marinade doesn't come out. Exactly what we're looking for. Now we're gonna leave this to marinate in the fridge for at least 3 hours. This will give you the perfect results. Now for the dredge, in with the plain flour, you could use a mix of flour and cornstarch. And now in with our mixed spices. A really good mix of that. And you should be able to taste the flour. We're going to serve our Albaik chicken with this garlic sauce. Here we've got some of the mayonnaise, and now we're gonna throw in some of the yogurt, juice of fresh lemon, garlic, some of our mixed spices, a pinch of salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and finally some of the sugar. Cover and blend until nice and smooth. Now this is a garlic sauce that actually looks like a garlic sauce, yeah? Have a little taste and adjust anything if you need to. Now just leave this to chill in the fridge. It will mellow down the strong garlic flavor a bit, yeah? Quick and easy, delicious garlic sauce Done. And now before we start coating the chicken, turn up the heat to on medium high, and you want to bring the oil temperature to around 170 Celsius and maintain that temperature. It's best to get a thermometer for best results. We can also check the internal temperature using this. So we go have our seasoned flour, our chicken that has been beautifully marinated. Here I've got some of the cold tap water and a plate where we're gonna place the chicken. Alright, so first of all you're gonna grab the chicken and it goes into your flour. Get a good coat of that. Now if you want, you can single coat it and then just fry it, or you can double coat it. Just shake off the excess flour, and this goes into the water. You just want to wet the outer layer of that flour few seconds and then just carefully remove. You can see the flour is still on there, and this goes back into the seasoned flour. And again we're gonna give this a really good mix. You want a big ball so you can just move it around, and coat it properly and press onto that chicken. One of the best Albaik chicken that you guys gonna try. And now you're just gonna get rid of the excess flour. So exactly what we're looking for. Just gonna start placing it onto your plate. Just try to use dry hands when mixing this. If you want, just throw a couple of pieces in there and just mix it properly. If you like extra crumbs on there, then obviously you need to do a double coat. So shake off the excess into the water, back into the seasoned flour. Now you can cook this in a pressure cooker. Like I said, one of the best Albaik chicken that you guys gonna try. Now let's fry these. Or let's have the chicken always away from you. Just gonna hold a few sides. There you go. Do not overcrowd, just cook few at a time. And now you want to let this cook until nice golden brown. The internal temperature should reach 75 Celsius. Thigh and breast halves should take you roughly around 12 to 15 minutes. Drumsticks 8 to 10 minutes, again depending on the size. Wings will take you roughly around 5 to 6 minutes. Again, if they're a bit large, they might take an extra minute or so. The chicken need to completely submerge in the oil, alright? And you should also turn this halfway. Look at that, amazing. I've just turned them around. You need to keep an eye on this. So the chicken pieces, they are ready now. I'm gonna start removing them. We've got an amazing color on the chicken, exactly what we're looking for. Just make sure to drain off the excess oil. Oh, this Albaik chicken is gonna be so mouth-watering. Like I always say, clean the oil, alright? Let's fry our drumsticks and wings now. Alright guys, let's plate this off. First I'm going with some of these chips. Add our crispy chicken pieces onto there. Serving with this delicious garlic sauce. Feel free to serve it with some of the pickles if you like. Our delicious Albaik fried chicken. Done. One of the best Albaik chicken that you guys gonna try. Alright guys, let's try our Albaik chicken. Looks amazing. Nice and crispy, perfect texture. Bismillah. Wow. So delicious. Has a really nice kick to it, spicy, fresh, so flavorful. Let's try with some of the sauce now. Wow, so delicious. And the garlic sauce goes perfect with this. Wow, like I said before, one of the best Albaik chicken that you guys gonna try. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, make sure you like. Inshallah, see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom, make for your dad, make for your family. Enjoy.